Hi everyone, and welcome to Kira Tech Hub, your home for learning cloud computing and just anything in tech. So my name is Pauline Mwakira, and I created this channel for two main reasons. One is to share my own learning journey. So I'm documenting everything as I go, everything I learn. If I'm learning it, I'm sharing it. And then two is to learn from the best. So I do sit down with some amazing people in the tech industry just to hear their stories, dive into how they got started, what are the obstacles they went through and the challenges, and just hear the advice they have for all of us. So if you're just starting out and you're looking up to level your tech skills, or just hearing from people in the industry, there is something here for you. And if that sounds good for you, please subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you don't miss out on my next video. And yeah, you can join the conversations in the comment. I'd love to hear from you. And if you find any video helpful or valuable, so sharing it is the best way you can support this channel. Thank you so much, and we shall get started. So Adeline, our East Africa's first AWS hero, it's nice to have you around. And I appreciate it's an honor to have you. I know you have lots of other commitments, but you decided to save some time to join us here. So I really appreciate that. Okay, so before we dive into anything, I'll just give you a chance to give us just a small introduction about who you are. Yeah, I know you, but for those who don't know you, or you can imagine I don't know you, you can tell us who are you as a person, and also what is it that you do? Yeah, who are you?
Okay. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you for the invite. I'm so glad to be here. And thank you for creating time also. Yeah, so I'm Adeline Makoha. I'm an AWS hero. I'm also a AWS community builder, as well as AWS user group Kenya lead. Professionally, I'm a software quality engineer at Safaricom, where I support most of the items. Yeah, so thank you for having me, Pauline.
Okay, yeah, it's nice to have you around. Hero, community builder, AWS user group Kenya lead. Just going back into the community builder thing, I remember when you were in Restart. So we started with the AWS Restart program. Yeah, and for those who don't know, I was in the same cohort with Adele. It's just that some of us were jokers. That is why we are not heroes. But immediately, like after the AWS research program, we had just certified our cloud practitioner. And I remember our mentor Terence asking us to apply for the community builders program, which you applied and got in, and the jokers in us did not apply. So, and yeah, I remember you becoming like, I think the first woman who was a community builder in Kenya. The process like, and also in East Africa, what was the process like? Yeah, just tell us. I know I am different because I was a joker. I was just joking around, but what has the process been like since that time? How you managed to even get in? We all just had like the cloud practitioner cert, right? So like, what is it that maybe set you different or something?
Okay.
Your advice to jokers like us too. Your advice to jokers like us too.
Okay, I think I remember that day when Terence mentioned that during one of our classes that there is a community builders program because he was part of it, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So for me, I just decided to apply, and it took like, I don't know, but it didn't take like a lot of time. So I said, let me shoot my shot, just let me just apply like right now. And also I realized that we didn't have a lot of people in Kenya. So when I did like the first attempt is when I got into the program. I think one thing that motivated me is that it gives you a platform where you're able to learn some materials and all that. because back then we're being given subscription or Cloud Academy for us to learn, and it could really help me with the solutions architect journey. So that's why I decided to apply. Yeah, and definitely also the swags that come with it when you're in the program.
Nice, nice. I wonder why I was joking with my life. For the viewers, I'm a joker till date. I'll try my best. That's why we host this podcast. I am learning too. So just before we dive into everything about what you do, I'd like to know what is your mission? What is your mission in this world? What are you aiming for? Why all this?
Okay, just to help people and to lift them up if given opportunity to do so. And also just to create a bridge whereby people are able to learn, people are able to interact and to network with each other. And that is basically what I'm doing with the community. Yeah, it's so fulfilling when you see people are networking, are interacting, people are learning each and every other day.
Just before I dive into the world of AWS and your leadership in that aspect, could you just take us back to the beginning? Like, what first sparked your interest in technology and how did you get into it?
Okay. So for me in technology, I think the fact that I did an undergrad of telecommunication and IT, I had a background of what it takes to be in technology space. And also in 2021 is when I was so curious to know about cloud because it was a bit new in Kenya, like with the young people. So that's why I got myself into the cohort number one for the AWS Restart Kenya. And the journey was it was, like I can say, it was okay, but again you need to be so curious and also just to understand what it takes for you to be in that space because there are a lot of things that you need to understand, and it can be also be overwhelming when it comes to which career path you want to take, and there is everything like everywhere. So for me it was like one day at a time, so I need to understand not everything per se, but just to understand the journey that I want to take. Yeah, and also joining the user group Kenya gave me that platform to lead and just to be part of a community. So I was really eager to volunteer and to help where I could. Yeah.
Okay, so just bouncing on that point. So now you started with cloud. Was it clear at first? Like, I know sometimes, even right now, honestly, I'm always like, but it's still okay. I know I love cloud, but I always still have those that is cloud really for me? It's like maybe there is something else out there, of which it's not bad. I think people even change their career paths
Mhm.
even 10 years later after being into technology. And one of the challenges I think I had getting started was figuring out tech is so huge. I know I love tech a lot, but figuring out my niche, if it's cloud, if it's web development, I think at some point I was figuring out everything. I'm trying web development, I'm trying cloud, I'm trying programming, I'm trying security, and so on. Was it clear for you to get into cloud, or yeah, how did you navigate figuring out what you want in the whole tech landscape?
At first, it was not clear, I can say, because
Mhm.
there's a lot of information out there, and you really
Yeah.
need to narrow down which one is relevant with your scope and relevant with your career path. But again, you have to put in, like, if you are, let's say, you're passionate about cybersecurity, then having the foundations about cloud, that is sort of mandatory or necessary. Now after that, when you're now proceeding to now narrowing down whatever path you would like to pursue, is when is a challenge, because you can get, let's say there's a job opportunity that is around cloud engineer, you're not sure of the requirements that are needed for you to get into such a role. The same applies to solutions architect as well as any other or any other technical field career path. So it's just to understand what it takes to be in certain field. So if you're good, let's say at programming, you can then have it, and then you consider measuring whatever you do, and then you do certificates that are related to programming. If let's say you're good in architect, you can do the same. If you're good in, let's say, developing stuff, or you're good in front end or back end, the same applies to you. It can be sketchy at first, but when you get the interest that you have and the passion that you have, and now when you're narrowing down to the path that you really need to pursue, it's when now it's up to you, and also you consider the requirements that are into for you to take a certain path.
Okay. So do you advise us to do some testing, like across different parts? Because like I think the problem I interact with a lot, even me getting started, was, but I don't know, you're telling me to chase my passion, but I don't know what my passion is. I don't. So if I am in that position, I'm telling someone, figure out what you're good in, but I'm not good in anything. I'm just getting started. I know I love tech. I don't know what to do. Like, what would you tell me? Should I test and figure out what resonates with me, or how do I go about it?
It starts with you, and also
Mhm.
getting a mentor. It's
Nice.
a good way to start also and to begin, because whatever you're sharing with your mentor, he or she can advise you otherwise. And it depends where your strongholds, like where your strength is. So you utilize most of the strength. If let's say you're not even good in tech, but you can lead the tech people, then you can go that direction. If you're good now, let's say in back end, then you can say you want to be a software engineer. So it depends with their, because we also find people who are developers and they're also UI UX, and
Yeah.
like even cloud engineer. So it depends with the role. It depends with the path that you want. But getting a mentor, it's also suitable, and it will take you less time to figure out which path you like to pursue.
Yeah. Nice. How has mentorship played a part in your career journey? Um, why why should people get mentors? Because sometimes we feel like it's too much work. How do you figure out who is the right person to be a mentor? How do you go about approaching them if you don't have one? And why should we get mentors? And also, you can just give us your perspective on your journey, on how, if mentorship has been part of your success, how did this come about?
I feel like mentorship has really helped me with my journey, because even let's say being a hero, it took like a lot of mentors. So some of them I approached them at a personal level, but there are others who approached me to mentor me. So there is a way you need to have your mentor, in the sense that someone is helping you. Let's say if you have a technical mentor, so this guy is just about the technical stuff. If you're blocked with something, the guys or the person is there to help you, to unblock you and all that. Even your manager can also be a mentor, but it doesn't have to be that formal, like you tell that person that's be my mentor and all that, because mentorship also comes with dedication. Like you need to dedicate an amount of time to mentor this person. Yeah, so for me, I can say I've been mentored by a lot of people. Some it doesn't really have like let's us having a one-on-one meeting, but just looking at whatever this person is doing. So if I say, let's say Pauline is my mentor, I doesn't have like to reach out to Pauline and tell her that you're my mentor and all that. I just see her journey, like her story, what she's doing, and I try to do that in what or to apply whatever she's doing. So that is one way to approach the mentorship part. The other one, you can have a one-on-one session with someone like a mentor, and then you time box it. Like let's say you are having a mentorship for 6 months or 1 hour. I mean for 6 months or for 1 year, depending. But again, you need to write down the plans, the agenda. After the mentorship, this is what you want to achieve. Maybe you are applying for a job. Now you're asking this person to help you out and all that, how to write a CV, how to revamp your LinkedIn and all that. So you need to figure out how to approach it and just be professional as possible.
So that is with the importance of mentorship. But also another thing which you talked about in your conversation was about joining a community. What is the importance of, why would you advise us to, be part of communities? Because I also feel it takes time. Sometimes I'm like, all these meetings, how did the community shape you, joining the different communities? Maybe not only the AWS user group, if you have joined others too. How did that shape you?
Okay, so how the community shaped me. I was still new, and that is back then, 2022. I was still new in this space. So I really needed just to figure out. And when I became a community builder is when I was approached to be part of the user group just as a member, not even as a leader, as a member. So I can say like there's a lot that is going on with the technology, and we really, really need to keep pace because every other day a lot of things are being launched and all that. So having a community, having a place you're able to learn, where you're able to upscale, it's really helpful. And also from the community, you can also get the mentors that I'm talking about. So it's a place where I can say you get to connect with people, and also you can connect with recruiters because you never know, because some of them are recruiters in the community. Yeah, so for me, it has really, really shaped my career in a positive way, and also at some point it helped me. I didn't have that courage to stand in front of people, but with the exposure and all that, yes, I can say I can address a number. I can address a congregation or something. So community is really, really helpful. And I've seen people transitioning, you included, in the in the community from one level to another. And then when you see someone has certified, they challenge you, you're able to upskill as well and all that. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I have received a recognition there. Okay, so I do agree. I think also just stepping in from your point of view, it's through the community that I'm now able to actually stand and address people, deliver content. Working remotely, there is some sort of, what can I say? There is some sort of comfort because the people I'm addressing are not there. And I remember the first time trying to address people or give my in-person talk. Oh God, I had butterflies all over. I just thought I messed up everything. And also just the courage to apply was because of the community, because it started with I missed the community day last year because I was scared. I couldn't talk to people. And then I tried to go for the AWS Student Community Day because I was like, what will they do to me? And I was still scared, but now I have grown. Giving my talk this year to the AWS Community Day, I think I had some sort of confidence. I was not scared. And yeah, it's through the community that I'm growing, and a community you set up. So we truly appreciate you. Me, on behalf of the hundreds of the community builders and the users in our user group. So
Yeah.
just going back to when you're getting started, I'm interested with the start, because majority of the people, we see someone and we only see the present. We do not understand the struggles or how they got to, because if I see you right now, I'm like, oh my God, she's a hero. And if I don't know your journey, I'm just stuck with it. She's a hero. How do I get to become a hero? How do I get to become a hero? So I remember us getting started with Restart. I'm just telling this story so that people know I was the joker while people were studying and doing stuff. And was it immediately after the cloud practitioner when you landed a job like at Safaricom? I wanted to know what was the process like, because at that point in time I was like, I cannot get any job. How even am I supposed to face an interviewer? But you made it, and now you pushed us. Now from the Restart cohort, actually, Adele got a job, so maybe we can get a job too in tech. What was the application like? Who helped you to, like, did you have a mentor to, I don't know. Give us all the details.
So for me, I think AWS Restart program was a good one because I remember on Fridays, if you can remember, we are having these career sessions and they could bring people from industry just to speak to us. So I in one of the speakers, I can't remember who, but mentioned that it doesn't harm to apply as many jobs as you can. And one thing is you need to work on your CV. So because the CV is really crucial when it comes to recruitment process. And also the certificates that you have. It shows that other than just the degree certificate, you also have these other certificates that you did and it is a plus when it comes to recruitment process. So for me, I saw this advert. It was for Safaricom Academy. Yes, and they were having like eight categories, not eight, six categories. So I selected the category of solutions architect just to apply. So it was sort of an internship. So I applied. I did the first interview. The first interview was a technical one. I remember it was 70 minutes, a technical one. So yeah, so it was around November, around December. So guys went for break for holiday and all that. So I got another call from now the HR that I've proceeded to the oral interview now. So now where you're meeting the recruiters. So there was the questions there were technical, I can say, because whatever is being there for the technical part, they are also being asked here. But again, the request that came was to join now the software testing, not now the solutions architect. So I had to prepare well and just be ready for that interview. Yeah, so I remember it was on February when now I got now the letter to be part of the interns at Safaricom. But again, I was supporting M-Pesa Ethiopia because it was still new and they really needed ways to support them. So I can say the skills that I got at AWS Restart, that was so crucial, and also the career mentorship that we usually have back then on Fridays, they were really helpful.
Perfect. Did you have any background in software testing, or you are just like?
I didn't have anyone, but during the interview, I really told my interviewers that I'm ready to learn and I'm willing to learn. Yeah, so if you show them that you're so passionate about that job and you're really and ready to learn, then the better for you. Part of the first few months, you are given a lot of resources and there's mandatory certificates that you really need to do, yes, as part of the whole process. So the interviewers were friendly, I can say, and that was like my first interview.
Oh God. I'm about to say you are lucky. I think luck comes with some sort of preparation too, because some of us are applying 500 jobs plus without going to multiple interviews. But I guess that comes with the preparation and also your readiness. I'm still scared of interviews to date. I'm scared. I hate interviews, but we keep trying either way. You get into software testing. What was it? So you have mentioned the learning process. You had a lot of learning to do within that. How does your day-to-day life look like in your role?
Okay, so my day-to-day life is like a detective. Yeah, because now whatever the software engineering are working on, the application they're building, for me, it's just to ensure the quality checks of the software engineering
Nice.
before they go live or before they are being released to the market. Yeah. So ideally, it's just to ensure that there are no bugs, there are no defects, the product is working as expected. Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. I want your role. I want to be a detective. Hey, so why I asked that is just to understand, like, being a user group lead, which is actually what contributed to you being a hero. It's not like you woke up and you're a hero. What drives you to dedicate so much of your personal time to, building the community? How do you manage your personal time to building the community, speaking at events, getting time to talk to me now, also mentoring others, superhuman? How do you do it?
Okay. So being part of the community is all about, for me, it's all about passion. I'm so passionate about the community. I'm so glad that I'm part of the community and also that I'm leading one and that the community has really grown and it has really helped a lot of people, also the young generation in Kenya. A lot of them have landed jobs and all that. So it's all about time management. You need to manage your time well. So how I do it is I make sure that I'm prioritizing whatever is there on certain days, like let's say from Monday to Friday, then that 8 to 5, then I have to prioritize work. And then when it comes now to weekend, like now Saturday, I dedicated that now to community work, but not all Saturdays, because you realize you only do like one session, one meetup per month. So like you find like one meetup per month. So I'm dedicating like even 1 hour or so just for the community. And then on Sundays, they're for family, because also family are so important.
I love that
Yeah.
schedule.
So there's that part for work-life balance, and it's something
Mm-hmm.
that we really, really need to understand, because in one way or another, it can also lead to mental health and all that. So for me, I structure in such a way that I prioritize depending on which were the item that is so crucial. And every time, let's say if it's job, then it means I'm present at that moment at that time. So one thing that people should avoid is multitasking. When you multitask, you can take like more time completing all the tasks that you have. So it's better you focus on one item. For, let's say I'm preparing to have a session with Pauline. It's better you focus with Pauline, do a session with her, and then proceed to the next task. So when you begin your day, you can write down the task that you have depending on the priority. If it's job, the same applies. So the tasks that they're heavy, let's say heavy, they're heavy, they can come up early, like you focus on the tasks that are heavy, and then when now you are tired, you can focus on the tasks that are less heavy, like they're light. Maybe you don't need to think or something of that sort. So that is how I structure my day. Yeah. And just to make
Mm-hmm.
sure that I'm present in every moment. If it's community, it's time for community. If it's family, it's time for family.
Time for family. Guilty as charged, especially in the multitasking way. Sometimes I never even recognize if it's a Saturday or a Sunday. And then
Yeah.
some weekdays I'm so tired and I mess up
Mm-hmm.
work. But the problem is it's not that we don't know. We know what we should do. It's just working on it. I want to ask, okay, it's more of a personal question. Now,
Mm-hmm.
in this tech journey of yours, I know there are times we hit a wall. We are like, God, maybe we messed up or things did not work out the way we thought they should work out. In your journey per se in tech, is there a time you have hit a wall? Is there a time you have gotten to a point where you are doubting yourself? And how did you push through that process?
Yeah, very many times there's a point I was like, okay, why am I doing all this? To who? You see, like, yes, we have a community, we have leaders and all that. But again, when you go back and realize that, yes, you're just doing this just to help someone out there, which is fine. So the maybe I can say maybe not getting the right support from the people you intend to get, which is so like, okay, I thought this person could help me, but again, the person don't want to help you, and maybe they have that they're capable of helping you, because maybe they're in
Yeah,
higher ranks. You get, they're in higher
yeah.
ranks, they're up there and all that. But that doesn't stop me from doing whatever I'm doing. Yeah. Because again,
Okay.
if let's say for you, even for you, when you apply to speak, let's say at an event, you don't
Mhm.
necessarily say that it's a guarantee they'll say yes. At some point
Yeah,
you'll be rejected and all that, which is so bad. You feel bad, you feel like maybe you didn't do your best. Maybe they just wanted someone who's more technical, or someone who's so senior, so that they could
yeah.
all that. Yeah, so it feels depressing, but we have to move on.
In Swahili we'd say tunaenda tunasikia vibaya na huko and then
Yes.
so you go feel
Yeah.
bad down there and then you come back and
Mhm.
keep pushing.
Yeah, but
Well,
for me, what I can say, so I just apply, because it's free to apply. I just apply for whatever I want. If I get a regret, then that's okay. If I get a yes, then well and good. So that doesn't limit me from applying.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I do relate because me too. It feels like I'm kinda very used to regrets and rejects. So and I
Yeah.
see people saying like I have applied these times, I'm like, I even lost
Yeah.
at this point I'm
It's a
and like it's my default. My default will be if I see an email, unfortunately, and then I'm like, So it's not so it's not an unfortunate or something. But I think, yeah, especially in the tech field, we want to grow and so on. And it's not always straight. It's not always like whatever I want, I'll get. But we need to just push through it. So I'm glad to hear even the hero goes through that. I thought it was only me.
For me, I knew Friday was for regrets because I received a lot of regrets and they're coming through on Friday. So imagine it's Friday and then you have the weekend.
Regret Fridays, it is.
Yes.
Okay. So, like, have you ever, okay, no, we have this conversation around women in tech, and I was wondering, like, have you ever faced any challenges that are unique, like unique to being a woman in tech?
I think the major challenge is the competition that we have and that we really need to compete with the other
Yeah.
gender. So when it comes to employment and all that, so you're being placed at the same level, but our expertise needs to be the same as the other people. So maybe as a female, I can say there are a lot of challenges because you realize even in our tech community, previously we had like less female and then we had more male.
Yeah.
So maybe maybe you're thinking of what are they thinking about you. They feel like you're not fit to be a leader and all that. So there is a challenge, but when you get a supportive, let's say people who are there to support you, or a supportive system like a community that is there to handhold you and just to lift you up, then the better for you. But even us as women, we really need to put our best foot forward just to ensure that we are the best at whatever we are doing, and just forget that it's all about competition, but we are on our own races.
Nice, nice, nice. So, my ladies, we need to step up. We need to step up and stop complaining.
Yes.
Need to step up to the roles that we want
Mhm.
out here. Okay, Adele, such a nice conversation going about. What is your biggest win? Okay, I think I know this, but I would want to know, like, we have gone through the losses now. Let's go back into the smiley part. What
Okay.
are your, okay, you have multiple wins. I'll ask you three. What are your three biggest wins? Could be a project, a moment you're super proud of. What did it take to feel like to get there? How did you grind through it? Three now.
Three biggest achievement.
Yeah. Your biggest personal win.
Okay.
And doesn't have to be something we all know. Maybe two we know. Give us one something we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think my huge achievement, I can say the biggest number one was the moment that I spoke in front of the president. Yeah, that was 2023. So I can say I've never ever dreamt of such a moment. I just got this invite, come to this place, and you'll be addressing the president. So at that point, I can say it challenged me. And then I also saw the potential in me that I'm capable of whatever I'm doing if I'm just consistent with whatever I'm doing, and all is well. My other achievement is I can say is also landing a job at Safaricom. A lot of people dream to work at Safaricom, I can say, but I can say it was also one of my greatest achievement. My other
Yeah.
achievement that everyone don't know.
Okay, no, I said only one that we don't know. I was wondering where the hero is being put now.
Okay, the hero thing is also the biggest achievement. Yes, is one of my biggest achievement, and this is for this year. It was
Okay,
one of
because let me
yeah.
complicate stuff. Between speaking to the president in 2023 and becoming a hero this year, which is number one? Okay, let's say which one? Okay, are you maybe you're still basking in happiness right now after becoming a hero? Which one did you bask in happiness for the longest?
I can say the hero for the longest because for the
Hero.
president one, I was so scared. I couldn't sleep. It was like a nightmare.
But after doing it, after
But
I
after
know the
doing it,
process
the
before,
same after doing it, I was not that comfortable because even I've never watched that video, and I
I
could go
resonate because
out. Yeah, I could go out, connect with people, just talk to people so that I can forget about it.
I resonate
Yeah.
because the same way. Okay, like this that we are recording, I could watch, but when I record my YouTube like technical videos, I don't even want to hear my sound. I'm like, no, please go watch that video.
Yeah, so it also applies to me.
I don't want to see it. Okay, that's really nice. Yeah, and congratulations. I
Thank you
still
so
can
much.
remember the moment how you cried. I felt like crying too, and I wasn't the hero. And we are so proud of you.
Thank you.
We are proud. Okay, so those are the wins. And now if you could go back, if okay, just from personal experience, I think I have experienced lots of imposter syndrome. Now it's reducing because I'm like, I think with time, I'm just like, it's still there, but I have learned how to put it at the back of my head. But I don't know if this is something you experience, and if not, maybe you experience something else. So if you'd go back and talk to your younger self, maybe in 2021, when you're just learning what is CC2 and you don't even know why you're learning cloud and you're just starting out, what advice would you give you? You wouldn't know you would become a hero or a community user group leader. You didn't know all that. You're just like, what am I doing with my life at that point in time? Now go back as the hero Adele. What would you tell the young child, the young girl?
So I tell her to keep up the good work that she's doing, and not to expect, let's say, not to expect anything in return just for being good. There are a lot of obstacles, there are a lot of challenges in life generally, because it's never that straight. And whatever we want, definitely they don't just come on or that easy, I can say. So there are challenges along the way, and maybe you can get to know someone, but those people, they want to pull you down. But also connecting yourself with the right people and just seeing the positivityness in the guys who are there to help you and to guide you. I think that is the best thing to do, and to avoid focusing on what is it called? Focusing on the noises, like I said, the noises or the negatives that you hear from people. So just surround yourself with the right people, the guys that they can help you, they can uplift you, they're there to cheer on you. If let's say if I'm making a single post, if that post can get even 2 likes, but the one like is for someone, someone that is supporting me, then that's it for me.
Nice, nice, nice. I think, yeah, majority of the time we chase very artificial things. Okay, I really love that. I really love that. So that would tell yourself. How about a young Kenyan watching this, or yeah, not Kenyan. I'm just biased because it's my country, guys. So any young person watching this, but I wouldn't even put this to young people only. Someone who is just getting started right now, they are dreaming of a tech career and don't know where to get started. What do you tell them to do?
For anyone starting their journey, I can advise them to be patient with themselves, to be so intentional with whichever track they'd like to pursue, and also to be persistent on whatever they're doing. If they're a YouTuber, then they should proceed with that. If they're a content creator, if they write articles, then they should do with that. Also, they should maximize their strength rather than focusing on their weaknesses.
Okay, some of us who are dreaming to be YouTubers have had,
Yes.
the advice got home. We will try be consistent. I think, yeah, the major thing I struggle with. Yeah, like I'm just being straight with you guys. I have a problem with discipline and I'm working on it. We'll try be consistent at what we do. And thank you so much. So what is the I'm wrapping this up. What is the biggest piece of advice you ever received from someone? Just one that you feel has guided you throughout your career.
But this is a bad advice. So I was told life is so unfair. It's truly unfair because you can do a lot, but again you don't get whatever you want to get, or you don't achieve whatever you want to achieve. Yeah, it's a bad advice.
Did
But
you?
I remember after being given that advice, I cried. Yes.
Adele
So,
loves crying now.
but my advice to you, not the advice that I was given, but my advice to you is to be intentional with yourself. Just do whatever you're good at doing, and don't be so into whatever you want to achieve, in the sense that you're doing it just because of, let's say, money, or you're doing it because of numbers or anything, but do it because it's impactful, and you are turning other people, like some people are benefiting out of it. And also just ensure that it's nice to help people, and just be nice to them as well. Yeah. For those in career, my advice is for you to just continue upskilling. Technology is moving really, really fast. So please upskill, and whatever you want. My prayer is you achieve whatever you want to achieve in this life.
Amen. Amen, hero. Okay, so wrapping this up, I like asking a question. Actually, I'm very grateful for having you around. So it's more fun. My final icebreaker. Do you have any funny or embarrassing story that, if you remember, it always makes you laugh and no one should know about it, but today we'll know about it? Just anything funny, embarrassing story from your journey.
So my funny or embarrassing story is that, like, the community day after the hero thing, I think I was so overwhelmed, and but it was not so much with the community day, but it was so much with the one that the launch for the AWS Development Center, when I was addressing people. So I can say that day I met a lot of people, and I forgot all of them. So I was meeting those people again, but because they're telling me, we have met before, I'm saying, no, we haven't met. And then when they remind me of where we met, is during the launch for the ADC. And I felt so bad, because I think that it was just me with whatever I'm going to tell the president, and that's it. I didn't focus on the people that I was interacting with. So I remember I was called in this session. I can't remember what we were talking about, but this guy is telling me that you have met before, and I'm even telling him that we haven't met, and he even has photos.
Oh God.
Yeah, it felt bad. I felt like, okay, what am I supposed to do?
But I think I always have those little, though mine is not, and no one has photos of me and me telling them we haven't met. I think, one related to that. Yeah, for me, I have lots of embarrassing moments, but one related to that during the community day is, someone coming to me, but I didn't even prove if this was correct or wrong. And I feel like I know this person, and then I call them by a name. And then when I come back home, I'm like, but am I sure whoever I called, and they were looking at me like, am I sure it was their name? I've met them before. I do forget a lot. Unless like we are intentional and even we take each other's LinkedIn or contact, it's very likely that I will forget who I interacted with or their names. I do try a lot. Okay, so what is your hobby? What is your passion that might surprise people apart from community and tech? What do you do when you're bored?
When I'm bored, I sleep a lot.
Okay. So Adele's hobby is sleeping. Who would know the AWS hero's hobby is sleeping?
When I'm done with work, when I'm done with the community stuff, yes, so I just go and sleep. No, I don't dance. No, I watch people are dancing like Pauline.
Oh, you didn't have to tell them I dance. Okay, so Adele travels, so we'll put traveling number one, and then she sleeps, and then
Yes,
she
number
sleeps too. Perfect. Okay, I think I'm done. I really appreciate. I had a nice conversation. I had nice laughs over here, and I just take this moment, without a doubt, to thank you. You are a role model to us. You're a role model to me and thousands of aspiring techies in Kenya and now across Africa. Like literally everyone now knows your name, our first AWS hero over here in East Africa. And we do appreciate how you carry that responsibility for us. Like personally, even if you don't know, you have made me grown in other aspects too. I will try avoid the laziness. I'm not that lazy, but if we would put just a little bit of effort, will be somewhere. And I really thank you for all the work you do for the community. If there was anyone who deserved being a hero, it's actually you. congratulations. I know I told you congratulations 1,000 times, and I don't think I'll get over it. So congratulations, and thank you for taking care of us. Okay, so I have something I'm building. My podcast is not that old, but where the last guest, I asked my last guest to give me a question, which I'm going to ask the next guest. And you're going to give me a question that I'm going to ask the next guest. The question that was left for you then is, if you are supposed to choose or being the daughter of Elon Musk, what would you choose and why?
That's
Yeah, if you are to choose between $100,000 right now, I tell you, Adele, I am sending an Uber, I'm coming with a briefcase, $100,000. Or being the daughter of Elon Musk, now what would you choose and why?
And why? Okay, I can say being the daughter.
Why?
Yeah.
So are you sure the richness will, go down to you?
Definitely, it will, like the Tesla thing. It will.
Adele wants the Tesla, so okay.
I was prepared for that for your question, the ones that I'll give you, but allow me to think through, then I'll share.
No, there is no thinking through. We are done. You have made your choice, and it's allowed. I'm also not sure what I'd choose because right now I'm very okay. The broke me might be. Thank you so much. And maybe I can give you a moment to give your final key takeaway or final word. If there is anything we have not mentioned today that you'd like to say.
We have I've said most of the things. The thing is, thank you so much for taking your time, Pauline, and the initiative that you have put in to start this podcast. I'm here to support you. So when it's out, also you can share with me. I'll promote it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So in case you feel anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'll support you, and also all the very best in whatever you're doing. I'm so sure this story is going to impact someone out there. Maybe they can change their mind and come back to tech. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Adele. We do appreciate you. And yeah, for the viewers, if this has been amazing, you can share to your contacts too. And let's connect. Yeah, you'd find me as Paulina Mwakira on LinkedIn. Adele is the AWS hero on LinkedIn. Yeah, you still find her by her name and connect with us. Let us know who did you like to hear from next too. And thank you, everyone. Bye bye. See you in the next one.
Thank you.
Bye.
Have a good one.